This scene really, just one scene in Coney Island, because I really wanted to talk about a lot of different stuff in this book. I'm fascinated by real estate. My family was in real estate. My great-grandfather was a Jew in Russia, but he was very good at horseback riding, so he rode horses for the Cossacks. And they warned him that there was a pogrom coming. So he came to the States. But his brother didn't know the right day to meet him at Ellis Island, so he had no English and no money. Just went into New York and somehow became a real estate magnate, owned tons of buildings, and made my grandfather take over his business. But my grandfather wanted to be a poet. He said, no, you have to take over the business. So my grandfather drove it into the ground. But I'm fascinated by all the guys in the 50s who were just building swaths of land in their own image. Fred Trump is a big part of the book. Trump seems kind of carries himself like a self-made man who his father left him $200 million. And Trump he was kind of a noble guy. He was kind of like Robert Moses. He was complicated. He was very flawed, but he had noble intentions. He wanted to build property for working class people coming back from the war. And so he took over Coney Island, a part of Coney Island that ruined the steeplechase and the Pavilion of Fun, this great 5-acre glass and steel dome. He tore it down. And he knew it was going to be controversial, so he had a big party, invited the celebrities, and he gave them all bricks, and they threw bricks through this cathedral of amusement. And I thought that would be a great scene to look in the book. And so I said it a few years earlier so Lucille Ball could be there. And Lucille Ball, and my grandfather was there. So Lucille Ball in the book has an affair with my grandfather.
Does he know about this?
He's dead.
Oh, okay.
But,
wow.
So, I don't want to curse because your son is here. My father has a very funny joke about that because my grandfather was partnered with his brother Harold, and so you know Lefrak City. My grandfather was going to be Lefrak's partner. Lefrak said, "You can have this great thing with me. We're going to build this great, awful light on Long Island Expressway, but you have to dump your brother. I don't trust him." My grandfather said no, so he lost out on $200 million payments in Lefrak City, and they found out later that his brother was extorting money, and his brother came from him. So my grandfather died of nothing because his brother ripped him off. He could have been a multi-millionaire. I too could have been a multi-millionaire. So his name was Harold, and the joke was, I said to my dad, I'm writing a book where Papa is going to have an affair with Lucille Ball. I said, that's impossible. Harold was fucking her. No one in my belly had Lucille Ball. My father
Always said.
So I'm fascinated by that time because people were just, by force of will, inventing or making great things. Like Lucille Ball invented television industry basically. The reason that sitcoms and most TV is now in Los Angeles is because she didn't want to go back to New York. And they said, well, okay, you can stay up there. You're going to take a $700 a month pay cut. But it's just okay, but I want them residual rights, reruns and all this. And there weren't reruns, but all this stuff that didn't mean anything. So they said, sure. And then within 7 years, she owned more studios lots than any of the major studios. And the reason we have reruns is because she was getting over the birth of kids, so she wanted to maternity leave. And they said, she said, just run a small show. And the network said, no one's going to go for that. We can't just run all the shows. And she said, well, give her a try. So that's why we have reruns.
So you think you should keep going